Hello, shrews. Today, we, since it's almost stinking 2026, we are going to be doing a 2025 meme ranking, ranking every stinking meme that's happened this year. Now, I did one about mid-year in like July, June, and that one was really good because all the memes up to that point were pretty stinking good. But I noticed that after about August, all the stinking memes that came out were just horrible trash. So this is going to be an interesting list. Let me explain this stinking tiers for you. So at the very bottom, we have unforgivable pain in the form of cringe, and this is just the worst crack possibly imaginable. I'll give a couple examples of this because there are definitely a few in here that are just so stinking horrifically awful that every time I see them or think of them, I like visibly cringe. Next up, we have straight trash. Oh, this is just a horrible, awful meme. Not extremely like unforgivably trash, but super, super trash and awful. Then we have awful in the most variety way, horrible meme. This is just a terrible meme, which is terrible and not funny and just wormy. Then we have the bad tier. This is just a bad meme. Uh, then we have the unfunny tier, which is not a horrible meme. It's just not funny, you know? And memes are supposed to be funny or cool, and that's neither of these. Now we have the just there tier. That means it's just there. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything for progress, for society, for crack, for anything. It's just a worthless meme that isn't good and it isn't bad. It's literally worse than bad because it's so insignificant. So this is just probably one of the worst tiers. It's just the most insignificant memes that mean nothing. And I have no opinion on them. These are the good memes that these are the ones that I enjoyed. I might have snickered at a couple times, giggled at, perchance. Then we have the tepid to a wonderfully weakery extent. This is the tier for memes that are actually good and that I actually have probably laughed at once or twice. Um, these are incredibly either witty, creative, or unknown memes, and so that they're gonna. This is like the third to best tier because they're gonna be awesome memes. Then we have incredibly skew, the perfect meme. This is the ideal meme. There's only gonna be a select few of these. These are memes that almost every single time I see them, I would giggle at them or at least laugh a little bit or smile at them because they're just that good and creative and unknown. And then at the very top, we have the those who know tier. This is the polar opposite of this bottom one. This is something I mean, that's so good and so funny that every time I see it, I giggle or laugh, and it is incredibly unknown. So, without further ado, we are going to get started. And the very first thing we have on here, well, this is timeline order too. So this is going to be January. We have Raise Your Yo, and this was, I mean, it was just used in edits. It wasn't funny at all. I'm gonna put it in the unfunny tier because some people thought it was kind of funny, I think, but there was no humor to it. It's just a girl practicing her crack. People did use it in edits. That I remember that. Shrews would go like "raise your yo," and then it would start the fat edit right there. That was creative, but it wasn't like funny or anything. It was just there. So we're gonna put it in the unfunny tier. Oh man, we're starting off incredibly strong here. This, in my opinion, is it was the very first one of the year, I'd say, and this was the best meme of 2025. This guy, oh man, the stick and head nod is so awesome. This chub, the way he nods his head, the music, oh, everything about it is just perfect. Chop Chin was an incredible meme. Incredible. Enough said about that. That is one of the best memes of all time, I'd say, and definitely one of the best ones of this year. Now we've got All D. It was just there. It wasn't even funny. It was just existed. I don't like no one laughed at this. I have raw. Okay, people lope this crack in with they lob this in with chopped chin. I would not say, even when it came out, I didn't think it was that funny. I thought it was fine. It was good. It was creative. It was tepid, but I wouldn't say it was overly funny. I'm gonna put this in the good harangue tier. It wasn't just there. It was funny, but it wasn't incredibly good. It wasn't on the same level of this guy. Then we've got Property in Egypt. Now, this one originated because at the time in early January, there was this fat little craze going around of these Sigma influencers like Luke Belmar and Kemisti, who's the guy who's this chub right here. And there was this cheeky little craze where people would like people would like find out the Sigma creator, in this case Kemisti, and then take clips from them and just throttle them in the clips. And this I brought a Property in Egypt was uh a clip taken out of context from one of his worthless videos. And I think it was awesome. It was super unknown. I wouldn't say it was incredibly skew because if we're talking about the meme of having Sigma creators and having their content taken out of context, that would be in the incredibly skew tier. But this like specific one, I bought a Property in Egypt, was good. It just wasn't amazing. I'm gonna put it in the tepid to a wonderfully weird extent tier. Oh, low taper fade. Ha 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 ha. Funny meme. I've come around to this just because it's gotten less popular. But if you had asked me about this in January, I would have put it in the straight O tier. But memes this year have gotten so stinking awful that this'll this'll just go in the bad. I'll put it in the awful tier actually. It's it's not funny. I don't think anyone's ever laughed at this. Um, it is creative though. That's why it doesn't go on the very bottom. Because the ones later in this year are nor not funny, nor creative, nor good, nor original. They're just AI generated slop and trend hopping garbage. So we'll put it there. I played this track before. This is not good. It's just a clip from Squid Game, and yeah, it's trend hopping. It'll go right here. Actually, no, we'll put it here because the ones later are so awful. Oh, this one's good. Oh, we're so sorry about your Uyghur who died. We're gonna give you five big booms. Boom, 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 boom. This was funny because someone actually died, and these shrews did not care at all. They just gave him booms. So this one's creative, funny. It's a clip of the Costco guys who are unknown in their own right. Yeah, it's great. I'm gonna put this here because when it came out, it was amazing, but it hasn't aged very well. I'm gonna put it right in this tier because it was really good. But Drewski's dance. Now this can mean a couple things. This goes along with this goes along with all the Drewski stuff that was the original Drewski phase before the let me find it before this crack right here. Um, this was good. This is the start of the like super OP. I'd say January to March like meme run where all the memes that came out were just unknown after unknown after unknown meme. In my in my summer ranking, when I ranked these memes in the summer, I put this a lot lower just because I thought it was super cringe at the time. Looking back, there's so much worse that's come out that this is gonna be bumped up. I'm gonna put it in the good harangue tier. This is also they would they would put this dance and then they would put the dedicated job in a minute. Let me see if I can find the song. They would put a certain song behind this, and this was the start of like the TS stuff and the abbreviation track. And that stuff was really funny at the time. Now that people have like middle schoolers and high schoolers have started using it like normally in like all I'll be texting my friend and he'll say, "Oh, TS tough," and I'll just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna murder myself now." It was funny at this time when it came out, but it's like it's been so long that chubs are starting to now get a hold of it, and they are chubs that should not be holding onto this. So let me find it. Let them in, I think it's called. Yeah, here it is. It's gonna load. So this fat song would play in the background while Drewski was dancing around. That was the entire meme. It was just, just a cracked out song with an unknown chub doing an unknown dance. And now, looking back on it, I think it's good. Oh boy. Straight to the top. This Everything about Luke Belmar is unknown because he's such a little shrew. Um, the Belmar memes have really, really taken a huge hit. They were super popular from January to I want to say May, and then they started fizzling out and being replaced by unknown AI stuff. But this is the same thing as Chemistry, basically. It would just be an unknown Sigma creator starts making crack content and be like, "Oh, please invest in crypto, be a shrew." And people would throttle them for it, and that's exactly what happened to Luke. He had all these unknown clips, and this one specifically is, "Oh, I studied, bro. I studied." Uh, and there was just I'm gonna put this even above Chop Chin because all the Luke Belmar stuff was so stinking unknown. And it's very much fizzled out. I still see a Luke Belmar thing every once in a while, and I'll give it a like because it's so stinking unknown, but it's almost fully dead because it was around at the very start of the year. It's gotten time to ferment, but yeah, this is my favorite, and this is just personal preference. I know it's not the best meme of all time, but it's my personal preference that this is the best meme of the year and one of the best memes of all time. Just Luke Belmar as a guy and all the fat things he did. It. Oh, we got the mice band. I like the mice band. It's not funny at all. Definitely not funny at all, but it's good. It's just fun and very cute. I'm gonna put them above these guys because the concept behind the mice band was there'd be some fat video, some cringe crack, and then this AI. I don't like the AI part about it. I really, if you guys didn't know this, I really despise generative AI. I think it's really uncreative and worthless. But I made an exception. This was before it got too awful. This was the mice band, and these guys are awesome. They would just appear after, like there would be a video clip play, and then the AI would transform it into a clip of these freaks singing their unknown song, and the song was really fat. So I like the mice. They're good. What is this? I can't even tell. So if I don't know what one of them is, then I will just put them in. We'll make a tier below here. If I don't know what they are, or if I don't remember, which is probably the case for a couple of these, then they'll just go here and I'll get rid of it later. What is this? I don't know. Oh, the Dream stuff. I wouldn't know about this. This is very niche. I wouldn't know about this if I wasn't an actual fan of Dream. So what this was he got into this controversy with Tommy in it, and it was really stupid. They were just arguing over stuff. I don't even know what it was. But he had this one stream where he came on and he absolutely crashed out, and that was the entire meme. He just got really mad and fat. And it wasn't, it wasn't funny at all. I'll just put it in the unfunny tier. It was just there. Um, I love him as a person, but it was a horrible. It was just dumb. There's no worth. I don't know what this is. Dunicide. Okay, so the story behind this is a guy. He was in a car and he pulled up to a fast food thing or whatever to get his drink or whatever, and she was like, "Hey, would you like your drink?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." And the camera pans into the car and he's just sitting there gooning. So very unknown. And then the context of this is he actually killed himself, which is really sad. Afterward, the poor guy killed himself because he didn't want it to be circulated online. So it's really sad, like really sad. but I want to loop it in with the same thing as the five big booms guys. The brother died, and they're just giving him booms, and it's so awful, but it's so unknown at the same time. I'm gonna put this in tepidly wonderful because it's funny. It was just also super sad. But yeah, you just came up to the thing gooning. That's the entire thing. The TikTok ban. It was a very impactful thing for about 2 weeks, maybe even 1 week. Um, but it wasn't funny. And every meme about it was just, dumb. I'm gonna put it there. Okay, so I do remember I've seen a couple of these. Basically, uh, there would be some edit of, oh, bro's type versus my type, and it would be some girls, and then it would be some stupid TikTok meme video crack. Some like just generic video, and then the dinosaur would rip through, and it would be an edit of the dinosaur. I didn't think this was very good. I love dinosaurs. I love prehistoric life, but this is stupid. It's just supposed to be awesome, but it's not. I'm sure some chubs think it's awesome, but I just think it's stupid. So we're gonna put this in the bad tier. Actually, yeah, this is bad. It wasn't awful in the most Harali, the way it was just bad. This is probably some Squid Game crack. I don't know what it is though. Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. This is the start of the TS. I know I said Drewski was. This is the real start of the TS. This TS tough boy. Yeah, all that crack. The recharged battery and everything. The recharged battery emoji and the wilted rose emoji. All that crack stemmed from this unknown meme. And basically, the premise was it would just be this dumb clip of the Squid Game guy doing this fat emote, and there'd be text underneath, and the text was the actual meme. In this case, it's boy TS so tough. And this is the start of abbreviations as a meme and all that unknown jazz. And I thought that was good for a bit until like August when Chubbs started using it in like I talked to somebody in college at this unknown function, and they started like they were like yada yada yada, and then they threw a TS, like a physical TS in their conversation, in their sentence, and I was like, wow, that's really stinking trash. So as like if you're saying it online and you're actually trying to be dank and unknown about it, then this is good. If you are being completely serious and trying super hard to make this funny, then it's not good. So I'm gonna put this in the this tier because at the time it was great and now it's gotten worthless. If it was just this and it hasn't gotten bad, if it hadn't gotten bad, then I put it in this tier. But actually, we'll put it here because it was unknown, but it wasn't that unknown. I mean, it'd always just be, oh, TS tough, TS tough. And that's cool, but it was just the same thing. For context, the Luke Belmar clips, they would be different clips of him and him saying different things. This it would just be the same thing over and over again. That's why this is so much better than this. I don't know what this is. This was really dumb. This was a meme for like a day in I want to say March or February. And it was just Peter. It was just a clip from Family Guy of Peter Griffin saying, "Oh, it insists upon himself." And it was talking about the Godfather. It insists upon itself, and that was the entire meme. It was bad, but it wasn't awful. It was just uncreative and bad. Freaking Back at Yo made a comeback this year. This was a thing in 2024. Even maybe even 2023. It was a meme before, and it came back, and people would use it in unknown contexts. I don't want to put it up here with these big hitters, but it was definitely unknown. I mean, the actual clip is super tough, and the guy's awesome and skew. And then they would make lore behind him, like Hoopify would make. I hope Hoopify's on here. He deserves to be on this crack list. But Hoopify would make unknown lore about the actual guy and show how he actually plays baseball. Or I think it was basketball actually. He would show this guy's daily life and show how awesome he was. But the actual meme, Anima Fricka Packet Yo, isn't funny. It's just the context that they would use it for. Like they would use it in these memes and they would be like, oh, Boy, this is so tough, like a freaking packet, yo. And that would be the entire meme. And it was so stupid that it's funny. That's the case with most of these. They'll be so stupid that they're funny. But the actual meme itself is not good. This one also made a comeback. And I've noticed a lot of this during this entire year. It would just be Chubbs reusing old memes because the new ones were so garbage, and that's the case for this one. We were having a bit of a drought. It was like I think it was March. It was late March, and this crack just resurfaced, and everyone realized how unknown it was. We had known how unknown this clip was, but we like everyone had just forgotten about it. Everyone just remembered how unknown this was and brought it back. And the actual meme itself is super unknown. It's just a little dated. So I don't. If it was just a meme on its own, like when it first came out fresh, it would be up here. But it's very dated. I mean, it came out 2024, 2023. So same thing with the freaking Bracket Yo. Only this is actually like the actual meme itself is funny too because the kid is such an idiot. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what this is. This guy. Oh man, I'm putting this up here. There is a lot of lore behind this chub. So the actual clip is I really hate these videos, but it was the predator catchers just tracking down this guy. They were posing as probably a little girl, and then they said, "Oh, let's meet up at some fat place," and he met up with them. So yeah, he's a freaky guy. But what he said when they confronted him was really unknown. They were like, he walked up expecting to meet like a young kid, and it wasn't. It was these predator catchers, and he exclaimed, oh yeah, yeah, I knew this was happening. I knew this." And they're like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I knew this. I knew this was happening. And what you're doing is really smart, but it's actually also really really dangerous." That alone is super cracked out. But then there was more memes that were made, and for about I want to say half a month, there was just a slew of these. It's very smart, but it's very dangerous memes where they would take some clip of animals in nature or animals at home. It would usually just be animals though, and it was just a clip of them. Like for instance, it would be like a zebra walking alone from the herd, part of a documentary or something. And they would just take the clip out of context, and it was about to be attacked by a lion, and they would say, "Oh, what this zebra is doing is very smart, but it's also very dangerous." It would just be clips of animals doing unknown stuff, and they would add this Chubbs quote behind it, and that would be the entire meme. It was really funny and really stupid. And I'm gonna put it in the incredibly skew tier because this guy's so unknown. Look at that face. Come on now. Dancing rat meme. Okay, this is our first straight trash show meme. This was horrible. It was awful. It was just a TikTok trend where the dancing rat would, you know, just do its thing. It had this dumb dance. It would be like dan 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 dan. And that's all it was. It was just a dancing rat, and people would use it, put it in comment sections on TikTok. Yeah, it was awful. It was just stupid. Not funny, not creative, just bad. Uh, and there'll be a lot of these where I'm biased, my opinion is biased because it was so prominent on TikTok and not Instagram Reels. But this was because I use Instagram Reels and not TikTok, and I've kind of grown out of TikTok. It's definitely more of an app for teenagers, and that is not something I am anymore. So Uh, and all the memes that are like super popular on TikTok or popular in TikTok comment sections. I don't know if you guys knew this. It's pretty well known, but TikTok added a feature this year where you can put images in uh your comment and then post a comment on TikTok. And that feature just took off in popularity so much so. And a lot of the images that they used were really, really stupid. So yeah, if it's anything related to a viral TikTok image that is spammed in comment sections, that I'll definitely be putting it pretty low here. So I'm just biased towards those. I don't like them. I was sleepy. This was like a 2 day meme. And I think it was a Hoopify thing where there was this clip of this kid saying I was sleepy, and then Hoopify took it and ran with it. He was like, "Who is this kid who is sleepy?" And then they would put out lore behind him. I didn't think it was good. I thought it was pretty forced and unknown. A lot of these are going to be forced. I mean, people just wanted a meme, and they forced one out. Like, I don't know what this is. What's a Father was not forced though. So people found this unknown old clip of XXXTentacion being a cringe little rat going, what's that? What's a father? He would just be super unknown, and it skyrocketed because he was so cute. And one good thing that happened this year in terms of memes was people realized the funniness of satirical memes or non-satire memes, where like Meme a Day, for example. I'll get to this. This is one of my favorites. Um, People would realize, wow, that something is so stupid and cringe that it's funny, and that'll start being very popular. And that was my favorite kind of meme this year. Anything that's like so incredibly stupid and cringe that it's hilarious. And that's exactly what the what's the father? Not really the father, but like the clip behind it, you know, of him going, "Oh, I'm so broken, I'm so depressed." People making fun of that and thinking he's unknown for it, and that being the meme. That's basically what this is. That's why I like it so much. I like any meme like that. I don't know what this is. We're donezo. So I'm surprised this is on here. This was very niche. There's a lot of memes this year that I specifically found that are super so niche that they're not on here, and me and Baz H and Davers just sent them to each other, Ben too. But this one was one of the super niche ones, and I'm so surprised it's on here. Basically, it was this guy who was training kids to do backflips, right? And then he had this one kid who he would like help them do the backflip. He would use his arm to guide them through the motion. And then the one kid was like, "Oh, I don't feel very good." And he was like, "If you don't feel good, then we're done, so." That was the entire meme. But people thought it was funny because it was so stinking dumb and cringe, and his content was fat. So I'm gonna put this in the good harangue tier. This was funny. I liked it. Baz H knows the context of this meme. He thought it's funny. I don't remember at all what it is, so I'm gonna put it here. This is bad. This one is horrible. If you had asked me in mid-year how I thought about this, I would think it's the worst meme of all time. But now, since we're in the later part of the year and memes have gotten so bad, I'm gonna put this in the straight trash show. It's not the worst. It's super stupid though. This is the kind of meme that people would just spam in TikTok comment sections. If it was a video that was slightly disturbing to them or they thought it was weird, they would just put this and it would get a ton of likes. And I think that's really stupid. So this is going in here, and I do want to put it below the rat because it was just so dumb. I don't know what this is. Okay, so this meme right here is uh it was really stupid, but it was also kind of cool. So Fetty Wap, this one song by him, I think it was I want you to be mine again, baby. That unknown song started trending, and then people uh put it in unknown contexts behind you know, for this example, it's Christopher Columbus pulling up in 1492, um, busting down to that Fetty Wap speaker. It would just be like this echoey version of the actual song. So it's supposed to be like simulating a speaker playing in the background, and it would just be that put in scenarios to make it seem kind of tough or cool. I didn't think it was funny, but it was definitely like cool. I liked it. It just wasn't funny at all. Uh, oh boy. This is a very complicated meme. And I think this is like 6, 7 as a number being the number being the meme. This one's very complex. So I remember when this started, it was like either May or June, and maybe it was July even. It was mid-year, and this is the very start of the horrible memes that are like so stupid and fat. But at the time, this was funny. I mean, at the time, there was the mustard meme circulating where it would just be Kendrick Lamar saying mustard and that being like unknown satire funny crack. And then it would be Mangoes. I think Mangoes was first, actually. Mangoes was part of the Those Who Know stuff from last year. It carried over to this year, and people would just realize, oh, mangoes are so unknown. If Bengals were on here and Stillwater and Toughness was on here, I would put this on in the those who know tier. But we can't all be 2024. Not all years can be 2024. They can't all be as awesome. So we're gonna leave that out. But what it was people would say a term, right? It would be some clip of an internet thing, some clip of some internet show or show. Somebody would take a clip of it and they would say a term. For example, some would say, well, "Can I have some mustard on that?" And then the mustard, right after he said mustard, everything would the screen would explode with flashing lights and screaming, and it would just be like, "Oh my gosh, he said the trigger phase, he said the trigger phase." And so the first trigger phase was mango, the second one was mustard, and the third one was 6-7 because this unknown song came out. Uh, this unknown song came out, and he was like, the rap. It was by some super worthless no name rapper, but he said 6-7. I just got it on the highway or whatever, and people thought it was so funny. So the 6-7, that was how it originated, and then it carried over into wherever you see 6-7 in real life, you'd just be like, "Oh my gosh, that's my trigger phase," and you would say, "Oh my gosh, 6-7, 6-7." So it became so popular. I think this is the most popular meme of the year. Like it's the most known. If you say 6-7, anyone will know that it's unknown. Whereas if you said, what's a father?" Only I'd say 70% of people would know what you're talking about. And if you said, uh, "Oh, I that's very smart but very dangerous," only like 5% of people would know what you're talking about. But this, everyone knows how unknown 6-7 was at one point. In the summer it was top of the world, super unknown. And it was niche. I mean, not everyone knew about how fat it was, and that's what made it so cool and funny. Everyone thought, you know, not everyone had access to this thing. And then it started getting unknown. I remember when I first went to school, we were at orientation, and there was this unknown thing where they were like, it was like freshman orientation, and my friends went because we wanted to meet people and make friends. And like they were counting out numbers. They were like, if you choose the right number, you get a prize. So people were saying, oh, 69, 31, random fat numbers. And then I was like 6-7. And a lot of people laughed. A lot of people thought it was really funny. Because at that point in late August, this meme was in its prime. But there was a second wave to this fat meme. And that came out, I want to say, there was like a month between the prime of the meme and then the death of the meme. I want to say like late September, early October. It started just like appearing in comment sections, and the entire thing was just, oh, 6-7. Like people would overuse this meme, overuse it way too much, and that is what led to its downfall. I mean, now if you say 6-7 in December of 2025, then it's just super cringe, and people will think, wow, you're a rat. So this is probably the most storied meme of the year, and since it has so much history, I can't put it below the good tier. I don't like it anymore, but when it was at its peak, it was quite funny. So I'm gonna put it in the good tier. Very historic meme. Kanye made graduation. This was a meme because people were trying to justify why they liked Kanye West, or I guess justify liking Kanye West as a guy. And they'd be like, "Oh, he supported Nazi stuff," and um people would reply, "Oh, but he made Graduation, so he's cool." Graduation is the name of his really popular album. I personally like a lot, but it's not a funny meme. I mean, it would just be an excuse to like Kanye West. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking Kanye West. He was a controversial guy, but I wouldn't hold anything against you if you like him. A lot of people, a lot of judgment though if you do like Kanye West, and people use he made Graduation as I want to say satirical excuse to like the guy. So that was the entire meme. It wasn't funny. I'm gonna put it in the bad tier. Actually, I'll put it in the unfunny tier. No, actually, we'll put it in the like the literally just there and worthless, because this is like, I think everyone's forgot about this. It was just a very niche, very worthless meme. The thing is, when a meme is super niche and super good, that it makes for like the perfect meme. If it's super niche and super like not funny, then it's just forgotten. No PS, I don't know what this is. Hugh, 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 I don't know what this is. Oh, pop out at 1 in the morning. This meme was on straight fence. What it was, there was a lot of memes this year that were just AI. Um, but the ones at the start of the year, like the mouse one and this AI bear, were very funny because they were creative, unknown, and skew. Satirically stupid, if you will. And this is one of the first. I think this one came out actually before the Mace Band. What this was an unknown bear. It was like he's like a VTuber, but he's an AI bear kind of. And uh, what he is a shrew who makes unknown music. I mean, it was just cracked at music. His song that got really popular was the Pop Out at 1 in the morning song. And for a while, when this guy was trending, he was super unknown because it was niche, fat, and tepid. And I thought it was really funny. But then people on TikTok started using the pop out, like they started actually thinking the song was good, after listening to it. And that, I mean, that problem can't happen. If you listen to a song too much, then you'll just think it's good, usually. And that's what happened to this guy. People actually started thinking his horrific song was good, and they started using it in edits and stuff. But for that reason, I think it was a really funny meme, but I can't put it any higher than this one, just because TikTok took it and ran with it too much. But we'll put it above Gunaside. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Yep. I have a dentist appointment at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Let me write that down, guys. One sec. Welcome to Chetek. But yeah, Pop Out of the 1 in the morning was quite unknown and quite good for a while. Me and Baz H, all the ones up here are memes that whenever me or Baz H or Davers or Ben sees them, we send it to the other guy because instantly, because it's that unknown. Okay, dentist 10. Alrighty. Take another bite of my homemade guacamole, and we'll go to the next one. What is the next one? Oh man, I'm jaking it. This is not funny. So there'd be all it is a picture of Jake from Cartoon Network, and the reason it got so popular is because of the nostalgia factor. I think people thought it was like this was a show from their childhood, and it was a trending meme, so they thought it was funny. But it's just him, jerking off. That's the entire meme, and it's not like it was not funny at all. I'll put it in the awful tier. It was definitely worse than this one, the Stupid Squid Game thing, but it wasn't worse than the Ninja thing. It was just bad. I mean, people would just put it in comment sections and to show that the video was unknown, but the actual clip itself, when it was put into meme format, it was not funny. It was just a dog jerking off. And you didn't even get to see anything unknown about it. It was just him sitting in a blanket, jerking it. Kind of dumb. I knew what this was at one point, but I've since forgotten. So this is going on the Browns. I don't know what this is. Kendrick and Must. I think this is Mustard as a meme. We'll see. If this is Mustard as a meme, then this is gonna go in the tepid. So in I don't know whenever the Super Bowl came out, uh, Kendrick played "Not Like Us" at the Super Bowl, and throttled that Drake. Uh, really just maimed him real good. Super tough moment with Kendrick here, and that became a meme. And then in the actual song, one of his songs, it's not the Not Like Us song, but he made a song this year that I thought was really good and before it became a meme. But then people thought, like, realized there was a point in the song where Kendrick screams, "Mustard!" And people realized, wow, this is really fat, unknown. They took it and ran with it. And I explained this already. It's like the 6-7 thing. These are like the exact same meme where you just have a clip of, anything, any show or TV series, be a clip of the movie or show, and then someone would say, "Would you like mustard on your hot dog?" And then the entire screen would erupt. People would start screaming, in the meme, and there'd be like an epileptic attack on your screen, and yeah, everything would erupt after someone said the trigger word. So that's what this is. This is another trigger word thing. This was really funny though. I liked the mustard stuff. The dead Duolingo drama. This was awful. I People would just yap on TikTok about this. Oh, Duolingo's dead. Duolingo just launched this as a publicity stunt, I think, to get more people to use it, I would say. I didn't think it was funny at all. I mean, the entire meme was the Duolingo bird has died. I don't know what the lore is behind it. Has he come back? I don't know. But yeah, this is super stupid and not funny at all. Just Duolingo bird. Really dumb. Oh boy. So now we're getting into some few trash TikTok things. This is the earlier ones that were manageable because they didn't come up as much outside of their own app. This is so people would may I don't know if they're making fun, but like they're kind of poking fun at the way that people like cavers do their thing, spelunkers do their thing in terms of how they crawl through tight spaces, and then this picture like of feet against the wall would simulate them, crawling through the tough space, and that was the entire meme. It was just making fun of people, crawling through uh a tight space, and I'm sure there's more context to it behind that, but this is all I see in the meme, and I think it was really stupid. So I'm gonna put it right down here as a horrible meme. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh boy, okay, Memeade as a meme. So if you didn't know, Memeade is this unknown stinking channel where in the prime of memes, which I would say is like 2016 to 2020, uh, Memeade would post, I want to say, just dank memes on his own channel. Um, and he would have this unknown song in the background that it was the same song every time. It's called Jazz in Paris or Jazz à Paris. And yeah, he was just a normal meme page in those years. But then people in 2025, myself included, realized, wow, that is those memes were super stupid. We were like really ratty back then when we enjoyed that. And they started using those memes satirically, unsatirically. And what that means would people would just be reposting the same meme from like 6 years ago, but now since our humor has changed so much, the meme from 6 years ago was so stupid and so wormy that people would think, "Oh, wow, this is actually really like unknown." It's hard to explain. People would find the stupidity in old memes, basically, and poke fun at it. That's what the meme was. I don't want to say it's better than Luke Belmar in terms of unknownness, but it was one of my three favorite memes this year, for sure. And these all happened in the first part of the year. So yeah, Memeade as a meme, super unknown. This is really stupid. A clip on TikTok started circulating of an anglerfish, which is a fish that lives, I'm sure you guys know this, lives super deep in the ocean, never ever comes up in the daytime or up to the higher levels. This anglerfish came up all the way to the surface in broad daylight. People thought it was really cool. People would be like, "Oh, the anglerfish, he's fulfilling his destiny. He's doing something that no other anglerfish has ever done before." I thought it was stupid though. It was just, it was a TikTok meme. It was an anglerfish. It wasn't funny at all, he was just going up to the surface. It was a cool nature thing, but it wasn't a funny meme at all. It was just there. I don't know what this is. Not my name, quarterback. This is awful. There's this clip of uh a quarterback throwing a ball to a cheerleader in some fat show, and he said, "Nice catch, cheer," and she said, "Not my name, quarterback." People on TikTok, it's like a worse recognition of satire than the Memeade stuff. recognition of something being satirically unknown in the Memeade stuff. I mean, it was fine. Uh, People took it and ran with it. They'd be like, haha, not my name quarterback. But it just wasn't as funnily satirical. I'm not really talking in real English right now, but it wasn't as satirically fun as the Memeade stuff. And that's what they were trying to do with it. So we're gonna put this right here. What is this? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Elon Musk, I am become meme. Now this is a dank one. I'll put this up here. We'll put it behind this crack. Elon Musk's I am become meme. So Elon Musk is an absolute rat, right? He had this phase in the first part of the year where he looked at like dank memes on like Reddit and got a sense for them and then started using them in his in-person interviews and stuff. And there was one where he's like, "Oh, dabba dabba dabba, I am become meme." And I'm sure in 2018 or 2019 or 2020, people would have thought that was the funniest crack ever, but it's a little outdated now. And Elon got kind of throttled for it. So it's just the dank meme. There's a couple of the memes on here that are all just like lobbed in with the dankness. And if it's a dank meme, it's going to be pretty high on this list because I think those are funny by default. What is this? Oh, okay. So, I don't know where that thing went actually. February 26th was a really oh, I hate these memes. Oh, I gotta get away from these. I gotta get away from them. If I find that thing, I'll come back to it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Last thing my homeboy sees before getting slammed out on February 26th. February 26th was a super unknown day in which the Instagram moderation and Instagram Reels were basically breached by gore, freaky stuff, and horrifying content. And for an entire day, the 26th, they were just, it was just, the reels were horrible. Now, I wasn't a scroller that day. I was studying for a test actually. But Baz H was online and he sent me all the horrific reels he got, and they were pretty awful, man. It was like gore and, freaky stuff. So the entire meme behind this is February 26th was a horrifying day. I think that's funny in its own right. I'll put this up here. But I just don't find it as funny because I didn't experience it, you know? So I'll put this pretty far back on the good. It's good, but it isn't that good, you know? Artists who can sing versus artists who can't sing. So this would be let's see, this meme was an artist who has a beautiful voice, like Biba Doobie, and she'd be singing, and then that would be an artist who can't sing. People, and then they would like glaze an artist who sang in a really unknown way, like NBA Young Boy or Young Boy Never Chubbed Again. I think they're the same guy actually. Um, but yeah, it would be like poking fun of those chubs who had a really unknown singing voice or sang horribly, and that would be the entire meme. It would just be boosting the horrible singer's engagement and bringing awareness to how fat they are. I thought this was good. It was very funny. Nothing else said. It was just great. This is speaking of unknown singing. This guy made a really unknown song, and people took that and ran with it. They were like, I forget what the actual song was, but yeah, this Shrew just made a really horrible song, and people took it and they were like, wow, this is really unknown because it's so bad. Let's make it a meme, and that's exactly what they did, and it turned out good. I'm gonna put this in the good tier. We're gonna put it right here. I think I'm gonna put mouse band below these. I'm gonna put packet yo before below that. I'm gonna put artists above I have raw. And I'm gonna put Dunzo above I have raw. I'm gonna put mustard above I have raw. I think this is good. I don't know what this is. February. Okay, wait. Here's the February 26th thing. This is what it's talking about. I don't know what this other meme is, but it's not February 26th. This one signifies the February 26th Instagram incident. Oh, Millennial Burger Shop meme. It was fine. It was a TikTok meme, but it was one of the funnier ones. I'm gonna put it in this just bad tier because it wasn't on par with any of these. It wasn't as stupid as these were, but it was a trend more than a meme. It would just be like um poking fun at millennial aesthetic millennials who try to run an aesthetic coffee shop or burger place and make everything minimalistic or unknown like that. And yeah, it was, it was fine. It wasn't anything remarkable or anything like that, but it was fine. Um, I didn't like it though, so I can't put it in the just there tier because I thought it was really funny when I was seeing it. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Or it wasn't horrible, I guess. The wilted rose emoji. What the idea was here was that people were trying. One second, I have to take a bite of my crack. People were trying to find a new emoji to signify, I guess, wow, what the heck is this image that I'm seeing? Or wow, this is really stupid, or stupidly funny. And the emoji to express that feeling for a long time in like 2022 to 2023 was the sobbing emoji. And then in 2024 or 2023 to 2024, it was the skull emoji. And in 2025, people wanted to change that to the wilted rose emoji. And it was funny for a little bit. I mean, uh, it was good. You would always see this in comment sections. But nowadays, in like late 2025, people use it unironically, and that is really stupid. So, anyone who uses this unironically, I hate you, and I think you should be ripped to smithereens. I'm gonna put it for now in the unfunny tier because it was good when it was a thing, but now it's like really unfunny. So we'll put it we'll put it above the TikTok ban and below Dream. This was a knockoff of that. People wanted a niche emoji they could use to signify the same meaning as this, and this was what that was. This was better because it didn't take off as much, but it was just an emoji. Nothing too unknown. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, guys. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom, and then we'll resume this in a second. Pokemon time. What are you doing? Look at me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so round and fat and plump and gassy. What's up, guys? Sorry, that took a little longer than expected. Yeah. Also had to rip off my cheeks, but I'm back. All right, where were we, guys? ¿Dónde fuéramos? Okay. We are at. You can feel the whatever in his bit. You can feel the whatever in his dih was. How do I explain this? Um, it was kind of a comment that appeared a lot in these videos with the XXS Tentacion father stuff. You'd just be like, you can feel the pain in his dih. That was the entire meme, and this is just the meme right here in text format. And that they would just put like some wormy clip behind it, and they would have the text there. This was funny. It wasn't anything remarkable, but it wasn't bad either. Put it right here. It was just there. Subaru. Oh boy. Uh, yeah, this is bad. Subaru was so the SYBAU thing was there's a lot of evolution of memes this year actually. So you guys know this thing, right? The TS stuff. From the TS stuff came a bunch of abbreviations, and one of them was SYBAU, which was shut your chubby little crawdad up. And that evolved into Subaru, which was people just misspelling it or trying to make it sound quirky. And that was stupid in its own right. People would make fun of people saying Subaru, but the reaction image that they would use, this dumb Patrick with a bottle on his head, was really stupid. And this image is one of those images that I was talking about earlier about, uh, you know, images that would circle on the internet in terms of being in TikTok comment sections and like being spammed in TikTok comment sections. And towards the latter part of the year, they would be moved to Instagram comment sections too, because Instagram opened up a picture comment feature as well. So the Subaru meme itself, fine. The Patrick Dumb meme, really bad. I want to say awful. It's one of those. You guys heard me talking earlier about how much I hated the memes in the later part of the year. That's one of them. That's one of those things like one of the comment images. I hate that stuff. Well, that's a prime example of one. So we'll get to more of these later, I think. Mmm. Oh boy. This guy. Super unknown thing. So this is another case where it's like Civ. That's the name of this fat bear, or this chub guy. They both made horrible music that took off, and that's the exact same thing with this guy. His music was just a bunch of swearing and screaming and screeching. And yeah, that's his music. People thought he was funny because his music was unknown. And I also agree. Whenever I see this guy on my page, he's still pretty prominent actually at the end of the year because he never stopped making fat content. But yeah, his music is just awful, and that's what's funny about him. It's in the good tier. It was funny. What the heck is going on with my computer? I want to say it was funnier than that guy for sure. Yeah, it was like right below 6'7". Actually, I'll put it above 6'7". 6'7" wasn't that funny. Okay, I know what Danny Gonzalez is doing here. Next, we got JD Vance on Straight Crack. This is awesome. I love this unknown meme. So obviously the U.S. government is a little unknown. People use this image to kind of poke fun of the internet and also just an unknown reaction image. Um, and it worked perfectly for both of those things. It worked so well that actually the real JD Vance for Halloween, he dressed up as this crack, and that was even funnier. So, um, yeah, I love the JD Vance thing. It's fat, unknown, and the guy featured in it is quite a newt. So, yeah, we'll put this in the tepid to a wonderfully unknown extent. I'll even put it above Gunaside and Civ. I love this meme. It was great. Bombardiro Crocodilo. This was the start of the brain rot, Italian brain rot animals AI. And at the time, that was kind of before people started hating on AI. I still hated it because it was generative AI and uncreative and stupid. But it was so stupid that it was funny, you know. All the Italian brain rots are now very popular and very known. But they had a huge run from like April. I don't know if it was April, maybe it was May to June. That entire stretch was just Italian brain rot. They were on top of the world. Stuff like Bombardillo, Crocodillo, what was the other ones? Tung 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 Sahur is the most famous one. He's still prominent in memes, but Chalero Chala, um, Chimpanzini, Gananini, Berber Patapim, all the unknown Italian brain rots. I think this is what that this is what this image is representing, all the brain rots. And they were good. Uh, I it's unfortunate to say, but they were AI and they were good because they were so stinking stupid and so rotten that people were like, okay, this is so rotten that it's funny. They're just barely good though. I wouldn't even put them above February 26th. They were just good. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Oh, the great meme depression of March. So what this was January was a wonderful month for memes. I mean, January we got this Luke Belmar, we got Chop Chin, we got I know this is happening, we got Papa in Egypt, we got Ivra, we got all these amazing memes in January. February we got another great wave of them. We got this crap. What's a father? We got I knew this was happening. We got Memonade being unknown. We got Civ. We got Gunaside. And then March came around, and March didn't have that. I mean, there was no big meme in March, and so people were like, "Okay, what can we do to make a meme? Let's make let's make not having a meme the meme, you know?" And it was stupid. I mean, people would make memes about there not being any memes. I think that was really dumb. So I'm gonna put this in the unfunny tier. I'll put it above Dream because the Dream was really stupid too. Um, I don't know. This is Fetty Wap. And I think this is just his song. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I've seen it once or twice before. That's why I can't put it in the worthless tier because I've seen it at least before. Actually, yes, I can. It's my list. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna put it there. University of Waterloo, before and after. This is, you know, one second. This is just funny because at the start he was all cheery and happy, and at the end he was just super broken and fat. So that's why it was funny. This circulate on TikTok, a little bit on Instagram. Bad Ace really thinks this is funny. I don't think it's very good. I'll put it in the bad tier, but I'll put it high bad tier because it's not horrific. It's just bad. Playboy Cardi released an album this year, and all my friends thought it was incredible. But I should put an emphasis on all my friends because it wasn't all of them. It was just the ones. It was a couple of friends I made in Winona who thought Cardi is like the GOAT and the best chub ever, which is really cringe. But yeah. So the album itself, I gave it a listen. It's horrible, like really trash. And people made that a meme. They're like, oh, for context, he had been teasing the release of this album for quite a long time, and his fans were all ready for it. And then he releases it, and it's just straight trash. So that was the entire meme, just the album being bad. And this was dumb. I mean, I'll put it in the unfunny tier. It wasn't horrible though. You know, I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, okay. So YouTube Shorts comments are notoriously far behind in terms of knowledge, meme knowledge, social knowledge, everything like that. And they're usually like little kids commenting on them. And so there's a trend for about a couple weeks where people were just like, "Oh, let's colonize YouTube Shorts and put normal, more mature, and more funny, uh, you know, comments in the comment sections of YouTube Shorts." It didn't work, but there was a meme about it circulating for a bit. It was dumb. I mean, I'll put it in the unfunny tier. It was just not good. I know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. This is Frank Heffley. And Frank Heffley became a meme for this one was really, really stupid. This was people realizing that it was just edits. There's a series of edits on TikTok of people realizing how much of a either I don't know schizo weirdo freaker that Frank Heffley was. Um, and it was just a series of edits of him being a freaker. It was really, really stick and stupid, and I'm gonna put it in the awful tier. I'll put it right here because I love the Nightmare Wimpy Kid movies, but these were just stupid edits. I mean, they were worthless. Eight free pizzas. This was a very, very forced meme because it came out of time. It was like late March. And it came out of time where there was no actual meme going circulating around. So, eight free pizzas was it was fine. I mean, eight free pizzas was just like a clip from a show of the mom saying it was this show about this character right here. His name is Brick, and his mom's got eight free pizzas from a pizza delivery person, and that was the meme. She was like, "We got eight free pizzas." That was the entire meme. It's a stupid meme, but it was a good placeholder for what came after. I don't know what came after, but whatever came after was really good. I think it was actually the Italian brain rot. It was fine. It was not good, but it was not bad. It was just a good placeholder meme. What is this? Oh, okay. I vaguely remember this. If you had asked me I think my ranking is still up from mid-year, like when I made a ranking in, I want to say July. I made a meme ranking, and that one that one explains this one a lot more. But from what I remember, this is just like there was an AI sound in the background saying no, no, and then this was AI as well. And it was just like someone not having Wi-Fi and being sad about it, and it was all AI. And because of the AI, I thought it was pretty dumb. I mean, stupid. It was like a fully AI generated meme. I didn't like that. That was like one of the first ones. Mm, I know what this is. Tung 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 Sahur. Arguably one of the biggest memes of this year. So he came out with the brain rot wave of Bombardiro, Crocodile, and all that. I guess this is um this is signifying just Bombardiro, and if that's the case, then I'll put him in just there. But I'm gonna count this actually as all the Italian brain rots, so we'll put it at the bottom of good. But Tung 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 Sahur as a guy, he's just an AI generated brain rotted chub. Uh, brain rotted character from July, not even July, like June, May. I think it was actually early May. Tung 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 Sahur and all the Brainouts were made, and they have been going strong. At least Tung 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 Sahur has all stinking year. I mean, right now there's a revival of Tung 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 Sahur, and what it is it's just like it's really stupid. It's like this image of somebody up to bat, and then they switch out, and the person they're switching out with is Tung 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 Sahur with his bat, and I'm just gonna put him at tepid to a wonderfully weaker extent just because he was so long lasting and he was positive for that entire long lastingness. I mean, 6'7" was more long lasting than him, but it was also like it's also gotten unfunny at the end. As whereas Tung 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 Sahur, he's still so stupidly funny that I'm gonna put him up here. Baz H loves this guy. Oh, I'm putting this in the very. This is the very first one where I'm putting in the unforgivable pain in the form of cringe here. Actually, no, it's not that bad. It's horrible. I hate it a lot. It's just a clip of Unspeakable, or from what's the show called? Unstoppable, Unspeakable, whatever it is. Um, the really popular show, and a new season came out this year. And I think in the season, this character guy, Omni Man, says, "Are you sure?" And that's the entire meme. People would just post this in comment sections. People would say, "Are you sure?" It's dumb. It was dumb TikTok humor, and I thought it was pretty bad. So I'm gonna put it in the straight trash show tier. I don't know what this is. Ashton Hall. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me take a bite of my food here. So Ashton Hall was this wormy newt. Um, I don't actually remember when he was from the earlier part of the year. But Ashton Hall, what he did was he would post these getting ready in the morning routines for his day. I don't even know what he did. He was just like an ex-athlete or something like that. He would run around a lot, I think. But he would post these getting ready in the morning, and he would have timestamps on each of the clips, and sometimes the timestamps didn't really line up for with what he's doing. Like there would be a timestamp where he would be about to jump in the pool and it was 7:30 a.m. and then he would be finally getting finally finishing the jump in the pool at 7:35, and like that would signify that he was in the air for 5 minutes. And that was the whole meme about him. He was just unknown with his unknown morning routine. There's also this thing where he would dunk his head in water, a special blue bottled kind of water, and that was also his thing. So he was big for a couple, maybe 1 month. And it wasn't that funny. It was just, fine. Ashton Hall. It was like the closest thing to being funny without being funny, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't even slightly funny, but it was almost there. Hi, young cat, they call me Naruto. Oh my gosh, you just doing a Naruto reference in there. Wow, my anime fans, man, my anime fans. Sasuke, Naruto. This is a really stupid meme. This is just more of people poking fun at some small content creator for being so stupid. There was a guy reacting to some dumb song, and in the song they said yabba 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 yada, call me Naruto. And the guy who was an anime fan, he was like, "Oh my gosh, Naruto!" And he started like saying quotes in the show, like from the Naruto show. He would be like, "Oh, Naruto, Sasuke, Databayo," and the entire clip, it was like 2 minutes long of him just doing that crack. It was really cringe, really unknown. We'll put this above frickin' Pacquiao. It was funny. The guy was just a rat. Chicken jockey. So this is the actual. There's two versions of this meme. There's the chicken jockey thing from the movie, and there's how people reacted to him saying chicken jockey in theaters. This is the first one of those. This is the just chicken jockey in the movie, and this was funny. I liked chicken jockey. I went to see Minecraft movie with my friends, and you know, there's kind of two phases to the Minecraft movie. The first phase. Oh, one sec. I got a text. Oh, it's worthless. Never mind. It's the huzz, but I don't care that much. Um, it's the first, like in the first couple of trailers for it, there'd be all these fat quotes, and people like adults, 18, 19-year-olds would just find out the quotes that were unknown, like Steve saying chicken jockey. It was Jack Black too, so we enunciated them weirdly. He would enunciate them in an unknown way, and then he would say like chicken jockey, the nether, flint and steel, and they'd all be unknown. And so people would make that into a meme. So this is the chicken jockey version of those, and this was funny. I mean, it was minorly funny. It wasn't. It was like the same kind of funny as Bombardiro Crocodile, where I would occasionally maybe crack a smile at it, but that's nothing more than that. This is trash. I don't know what that is. No AI. This isn't a meme. This is just like I want to say a movement. Not even movement. It's just the ideology of people not liking AI, or not specifically AI, but generative AI. And this is very much. I'm also this. People disliking generative AI because it saps creativity, and you know, it saps all your creative juices away and just leaves a soulless husk of a generative video. And yeah, I'm all for this, but it's not funny at all. I'm gonna put it in the unfunny tier. It's just people not liking AI. That was the meme. I don't know what this is. 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 Oh, I remember this. It says ooh ooh This was a meme for like a week. It was a very niche, small meme. I thought it was really funny at the time. I said it to Baz H all the time, but it was just this dumb skeleton from like Fortnite doing a fat Fortnite dance, and there was an unknown song in the background. That's all it was. Um, this was funny. I don't even remember what it's called. It was just ooh ah. I'll put it above Chicken Jockey. It was good. I show speed. I don't know what this is. 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 A Minecraft movie. So this image just represents, I think, the Minecraft movie in general as a meme. And I think that was fine. I mean, it was just there. The Minecraft movie being made, everything about it was unknown, but there were certain parts that were more unknown than others. And there were so many memes that were made off of this movie that I'm gonna have to categorize them differently. For example, the chicken jockey is funnier than the actual Minecraft movie being made, you know. That's what this one signifies. So I'm gonna signify the making of the Minecraft movie in just, existing. Speaking of Minecraft movie stuff, this is Flint and Steel, and this is Jack Back enunciating a item from Minecraft in an unknown way and making it sound unknown. And this is up there with Chicken Jockey. Me and my friends did partake in this. We were just like, we went to the Minecraft movie and we all said the terms when he said them from the trailer. You know, he was like, Flint and Steel, Flint and Steel. And yeah, they were funny. He enunciated them unknownly, and yeah, they were good. I just choked the band director. I got a brand new saxophone. This was I don't know what the image is, but brand new saxophone was a sound that was circulating in, I want to say June, May, June. And it was really funny. It was like it wasn't funny actually. It was just cool. Like the music was really good for a wormy meme. Uh yeah, it was just a cool sound where let me see if I can find it. I just like the sound so much that I can't rank it low. Like I just got a brand new band director. I got a brand new saxophone, and then the saxophone solo was really cool. So I'm gonna put this in the good tier. I'll put it in between these things because it was good. It just wasn't funny at all. I liked it. You know, I enjoyed it. Let me see if I can find it on Spotify. I got a brand new. I got a brand new saxophone. There it is. Let's see if it'll play. It's a very good meme sound. Like they would put an unknown meme in the background, and then this sound would be playing, and it would fit it. It would fit most things really, really perfectly. So yeah, the saxophone solo was so good that the meme took off. What is this? Oh, this slobs in with the so this is the same thing as this guy right here. This is this is how I explained the this dude earlier. So he said in the original clip, he was like, "Oh, I knew this was happening. Oh yeah, I knew this. I knew this. What you're doing is very smart, but also very dangerous." And so they would take this and they would put it behind some nature meme. Like this is an example of that. See what the penguin's doing. I knew this was gonna happen. What he's doing is very smart, but also very dangerous. And he wasn't doing anything. He was just standing there. That's the meme. It was great. I love this meme so much. I'm gonna put it uh here. I don't know why Kimmy's so high up on here, but yeah, it was very funny. It goes along with it, so these two go hand in hand, but it just it wasn't the original clip, so I can't put it any higher. It was just the soul of the original clip in other contexts. Oh boy. All right. When this stuff came out, the yogurt stuff, it was funny, but people still use it like late in the year, and it's just not as good anymore. Its magic has died off. It's just it's a continuation of this stuff, the abbreviation stuff. Um, and it's a mix of the abbreviations and the see this penguin, and it evolved into this unknown format where it'd be like me, yo, Gert, and then Gert would be like, hey, what's up, man? It's impossible to explain, but Yeah, if you want to know more, just look up yogurt meme explanation because I can't explain it. It was, I mean, it was funny, sort of. Um, but now later in the year, if I people like I've talked to people in person who said, "Oh, yeah, yogurt," and it's just like, "Oh, yeah, you're kind of a shrew, aren't you?" So yeah, that one's there. This one, oh man. Okay, okay, okay. So this was the chicken jockey physical meme, right? It was just Jack Black enunciating the words chicken jockey on character from Minecraft, the video game, in an unknown way. But one second. Load this fat door. Um, the chicken jockey chaos was the result of Chubbs going to the movie theater, right? And then Jack Black had that one funny line from the trailers. And when they saw the movie, they just got so excited. Chubbs would like start screaming. There was like when he after he said the line in the movie, people would just start screaming. They would throw their popcorn around. Someone brought an actual chicken in, and people died. It was like horrible. People like actually died. Um, I think two people died during the chicken jockey chaos. They got like trampled or something. But people would just go berserk after Jack Black said chicken jockey, and I like they would just throw popcorn all over. They would scream. They'd be like chicken jockey, oh my gosh. So it was really sticking funny. I won't put it in the those who know it tier, but it was incredibly skewed. I'd say it's even more skewed than actually not more skewed than that guy, but like it was so unknown. People would just go berserk after you said chicken jockey. So that's the entirety of that. Um, oh, Lava Chicken. So in the Minecraft movie, there's a lot of Minecraft movie stuff here. In the Minecraft movie, he said, what did he say? Jack Black's character Steve made a song, and it went something like "La la la lava, ch 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 chicken, Steve lava chicken, yes," and it was a very catchy song. The entire meme was just that catchy song, so I don't think it's that funny. I mean, it's a great song. It's so good they've actually put it in Minecraft, and it's an obtainable disc now. But yeah, the actual song isn't funny at all. It's just good. I think it was actually on my Spotify Wrapped because I played it so much with my friends. I don't know what this is. This is Remo or Rebo or whatever. This game got really popular this year. It's not like a meme at all. It's just, there. It's not a meme. It's just a very popular game that got popular this year and people played it a lot. I played it with my friends a couple times. It's good. It's fine. It's just not funny. It's not a meme. It's more of a trend. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sleep Funk. This is going all the way up here. Anything related? Okay, so for a little background context first, anything related to Fonk, Sigma stuff, anything related to that, troll faces, I think is insanely funny. Um, so yeah, troll face. This meme has Fonk and troll face in it, and yeah, it's just sleeping Fonk. I can play the sleeping Fonk if you want. It's just so stinking stupid that someone would actually fall asleep to this. Someone who likes Fonk so much would listen to Fonk to fall asleep. That's the meme. Let me see if I can find it. Sleep fog. There it is. Yep. Here, let me play it for you. People would use that to, in theory, people would use that to fall asleep. And the idea of that is so sick and unknown that that's why the meme is funny, to me at least. So sleep funk. There you go. Okay. How do I explain this? So there was this comment a long time ago in a YouTube comment section, and it was a music video, I believe, and you would skip. There was someone had a timestamp, and they would. How do I explain this? There was a timestamp on the YouTube video, and someone was like, "This part has a really good piano that I like, and it's really cool." That comment got copied into other videos, and then you would skip to the timestamp, and the comment would still be, "Oh, oh, 12. Oh, that piano is awesome." But you would skip to that point, and it would just be like someone screaming or shrieking or some horrible music. And so that's what the meme is. It would just be like, I guess you would see it on an Instagram reel of someone with horrible music, like this guy, horrible music, and then in the comments someone would say, "Oh, 12 that piano, that banjo or that piano or that whatever instrument," and then you would skip to that point. It would just be like screaming or an unknown sound. So this was great. Me and Baz H really like this meme. We're gonna put it above I am become meme right here. It was great. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Slang terms. This was a thing for I want to say a couple months, starting in like late February. Where to go? Yeah, slang terms. It would just be like shortening words. Um, so you would be like, if I wanted to say, "Oh my gosh, bro," tell yourself, you would shorten that to OMG BRKYS. And it would just be like people in comment sections shortening words and sentences to get them as short as possible while you can still recognize what it means. And that was the entire meme. It was funny, it was good, I liked it. We'll put it below the Naruto guy. Cynthia Irvio, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. The lion. Now this meme was really, really funny when it first came out. But as more and more people started to like know the context behind it and realize that it was funny, it got less funny to me because it was less niche. What it was the lion. So there's an evolution to this. It started off as like those Sigma edits where it's like, if you ever touch me, then I will not hesitate to murder you and your entire family. And in the background, like that would be the text, and in the background there'd be some black and white image of a lion roaring or something like that. That evolved into someone satirically making a thing of being like the lion assaults everything that moves, anything that moves. And they were like poking fun of those original videos. And then that's what this meme is. So this is the lion, and he assaults anything that moves. And then people turned that into like a that was when the meme was at its peak. At that point, I would say the meme would be up here, maybe even up here. The lion assaulting anything that moves. But then people took it and made it unfunny. They would just be like, the lion doesn't care that she has a test tomorrow. The lion goes to bed, and the lion cares about her mental health. Like they just made it into some stupid garbage comment. They used the lion as a funny trigger to make people like their comments and transform them into something funny. So if we're talking about prime lion, he goes up here. But if we're talking about like the entirety of the lion meme, then I have to put it in the good tier. I loved it in its prime, but people just made it so bad. It was still so good though that we're gonna put it at this top of the good tier. What is this? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Oh, the water bucket challenge. I did this. I was really embarrassed afterward because I realized, wow, this is so stupid. Baz H also did it. It was like spread everywhere. I think Davey did it too. It just like it was this thing where you would get nominated. Some rat started on Instagram and they dumped a water bucket on their head to raise awareness for something. And then they were like tag three people, and those three people have to do the challenge too. And everyone thought it was really fun. Um, and it spread like wildfire. I mean, it made its way to East first, and then it made its way to Gustavus. Baz H did it, and then finally, my friends nominated me, and they got to Winona, and I was like, oh shoot, I have to do this crack too. So it wasn't really a meme. It was just a trend, if you want to say that. It wasn't funny, but it was fun to do. I mean, I had fun doing it. I'll put it in the unfunny tier, but I'll put it below Dream and above Repo, or whatever that crack is. I know what this is. I don't know what this is. What is this? More slang. Oh, this is like okay. So There's a point in the slang memes like this one right here. People turned this is funny. They like turned words into names and then they use the names to describe stuff. So I'd be like you would like give a name a meaning and it would be like massively accepted for that meaning. So someone I don't remember who, some rat like was like, okay, so we're gonna make Owen signify uh we're gonna make Owen signify bad. And then they'd be like, gosh, this is so Owen, man. This is such an Owen situation. They just use the name in place of the adjective, and it was funny. I mean, it was good. We put it in the same area as the slang stuff because it was just the evolution of that meme. 10 men versus a gorilla, or I think was it 100 men? This was awful. Like the entire meme was just who would win, 10 men or a gorilla, and it was so dumb. Like that was the entire meme. Who would win? The meme was who would win, and like the situation being, I guess, funny. I don't know. It was really dumb. I'll put it in the most variety way tier, and I'll put it right here below the dead thing. Oh man, this is okay. This is really funny. There were a couple videos circulating Instagram in like late May, early May, and they were poking fun at people using these cookie emojis because these were like popular on TikTok or something like that. Poking at fun at these things, and then they had this really unknown sound. Let me see if I can find it. They had this really unknown baby crying fonk sound in the background. And then the cookie would start crying, and that was the entire video. It would just be that over and over again. Boy, oh boy, it was unknown. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, it would just be that sound, and then the cookie would start crying and scream. It was really dumb, but it was also really fun. I'm gonna put it behind Tung 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 Suhur. I don't know what this is. This was it wasn't a meme. It was just like a trend on Instagram where it'd be like side shot, nominate six, and it'd be some idiot doing their sport and posting it on their story, and then they would nominate you, and they would expect you to do it. I got nominated like five, six times, and I was just like, no, this is idiotic. I don't want to do this. But it would just be people posting sports shots of them on their stories, trying to get attention, I think, and then nominate others to do the to spread the movement. This is just bad. I'll put it in the top of bad tier. GTA being delayed until 2026. It was supposed to come out this year apparently, but it got delayed and people got really mad about it and made it into a meme. Wasn't funny. Wasn't it was just there, GTA being delayed. I know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Streamer University. I don't even know, man. Okay, zero point 0.5 GPA activities. This is something we can rank. This was a trend. Hold on, I have to put my. I'm gonna bring my dirty dishes downstairs. I'll be right back. Okay. This is a long tier list, man. Holy crack! I'd much rather be doing something else, but we have to do this. I promised myself I would. Those who ripped off their cheeks. Huh? You can come help me make it. All right. It's a little messy in here, though. There we go. So right now at the very top, we've got Luke Belmar, Memonade,
Oh,
Chop
JD
Chin.
Vance, that was so good.
JD Vance is up super high. So is
Oh,
Sleep Funk, Five Big
I
Booms.
love that one. That was
Yeah, I knew this. I knew
that
this was
was
happening. I knew
that's
this.
not from this year though,
Yes, it
right?
was.
Well, it was.
Well, it was made
Hmm.
popular this year, I guess. And Property in Egypt, this chubby guy who swears a lot, Kendrick Lamar, Lorenzo, the Minecraft movie stuff, this stupid guy,
Oh, I
AI,
love this one. That
AI
was
brain
good.
rot. This thing,
Yeah.
yeah, this was like it's so fleeting though. It only lasted a little bit. 6-7 as a thing. Naruto, all my anime fans, man, Naruto. What's a father? Um,
Bro.
oh yeah, that one's cracked out.
Oh.
Gunaside, yep,
Oh my
right up there.
gosh.
And then the
Oh,
trashed
all
ones.
these? Okay. Okay.
These are the ones that are have no like Ashton. Remember Ashton Hall, the chub who would
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
getting.
That I love that
You
one.
like those? I didn't think they were funny very much. Ate free pizzas. He made graduation.
I remember that one.
No AI. Raise
Oh,
your
yeah.
yeah.
That I hated that stinging one.
Hello.
Hello.
Shh. Let's all stop. Dream controversy.
I feel like I'm
Um,
losing my mind.
yeah, that's what.
That's funny. I
No, they
like
were
that.
horrible.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I thought these ones were
Oh,
awful.
oh, I played Game before.
It's not funny.
It's not
There's
fun. No,
nothing
that's
funny about
fine.
it though.
Oh,
It's
Love Terror Fade.
yeah, they're not funny to me.
You don't find Love Terror Fade fun? I love Love Terror
No,
Fade.
there's nothing. What is funny about it?
No.
Oh,
It's
that's
basically the same as like 6-7.
I know, but 6-7 was use it. Oh, one sec, I throttle this guy.
Whatever, son. Stop.
What?
Whatever, son. Stop bothering down. Cheeto. Huh? Whatever, son. Stop bothering down. What?
This tier list has been throttled, man. Oh my gosh, let me complete it. All right, guys, we're gonna finish this up as quick as I can because I have stuff to do today. I have to check bank a check and other stuff. I don't know what that is. This is this was just an unknown guy dancing. Baz H thought this was really funny. Um, it was fine. It was just a guy dancing, and it was a really cool dance, and there was a funny song at the back in the background. That's all it was. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just there. What?
Can I have the cat tent?
Yeah.
In the bathroom, my foot was fun.
It was stopped up. I couldn't.
It was stopped up.
Yeah.
Is this everything?
It's everything.
Oh, okay.
Actually, there's this too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's get back to this crack. Oh, there was a song that was trending in I want to say June, and it was like, if you see me in America, say hi, but if you meet me out in Europe, I'm a chubby guy. And like, it was a it was a pretty good song. It was made by this guy who died like immediately after he released it. Some fat little rapper chub who was really young. And people turned it into I think it was an AI cover of Peter Griffin going, "If you see me in Quahog, say hi." And yeah, that's what the meme was. It wasn't funny at all, but it wasn't bad. Grug moment. People started thinking that the Grug movies were unknown, and I don't think they're unknown at all. So they would just be poking fun at like Grug. That's all that was. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Job applications. Oh man. So the concept of job applications being funny was made popular this year, or at least pretty popular. And I think this was hilarious. I mean, they would just like show a job application, um, and be like, "Oh, you don't have a job, L, you're a worm." This was hilarious. I'm gonna put it in good tier just because I thought it was unknown. Sorry guys, I'm gonna give less explanation to these and more just immediate rankings. Um, so you have to excuse me if I breeze through them. This is the first of the TikTok comments. This is like signifying that you shot your shot and it's such a horrible shot to shoot that it was stupid of you to shoot it, I guess. And it's incredibly stupid. I mean, it's fun in theory, but then the way people use it is horrible. They just put it in TikTok comment sections and it gets a bunch of likes. Anything with the cry emoji is pretty awful. So I'm gonna put this in straight trash. I'm gonna put it right there. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. This does not Mamma Mia or Mamma Mia. This is pretty unknown. This goes along with the Dank Memonade stuff. Um, it was like the original video was just like here are some Nintendo memes you can show the group chat. This does not Mamma Mia, and it's like just poking fun at the way that we used to find memes funny years ago. And this is yeah, that's just signifying that. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Battlefront 3 was a movement that Chubs were trying to get going, and it did not take off. Essentially what it was like in every single uh post under Star Wars's official media accounts, like on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, people would just spam in the comments, "Make Battlefront 3 a thing, make Battlefront 3 a thing," and it did not work. I mean, it was just annoying. I love Star Wars as much as the next guy, but this was just so annoying. I'm gonna put it in the awful tier. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Ah, oh, we're coming to the trash ones, guys. We're coming to the trash ones. We're putting this here. This is one of the TikTok reaction things. These make me so seething mad because they're so annoying and cringe, man. I don't know. It's just like it's a reaction image, and people put it in TikTok comment sections and get a ton of likes, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're talking about me too?" And that's yeah, it's just horrible. I hate TikTok reaction images, and that's a prime image or prime example of one. Speaking of prime examples of crack, here is Diddy Blood. And this is just there's a bunch of memes this year about how Diddy got found out for being a freaky guy and poking fun at him and making him a blood. Bloods, I don't even know where Bloods came from. But yeah, Diddy, unknown. Why is he lying? This is awful. This is another TikTok reaction image, and yeah, it's just it started to circulate on in Instagram comment sections as well, and that makes me really mad because like they used to be the funniest thing ever. Instagram comment sections now they're starting to fall off a little bit. Um, I don't know what. Oh, this is that guy doing an unknown dance. So basically, this guy's name is like Merritt or something. He started doing this unknown sticking dance, and he was like boom 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 doom do down do down do 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 go down do down down do down, and he would just do this fat dance along to the song, and it was like a flashback from what he did in 2020. People remembered how cringe it was in 2020 and made it a meme. It was good. I'll put it in the good tier. Ah, kill this. I don't even know what this is. This is another TikTok reaction thing. It's awful. I know what this is. I don't know what this is. Baba Shab Haga the Casa Quarter. This was funny originally, and then it got super forced. I mean, it was just this guy, a clip of a guy, um, being a shrew, and there was like a bunch. It was a musical, and he like outsung all the other people in the musical, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, this guy's amazing!" And it became brain rot. So it was good, but people took it way too far and made it popular on TikTok. I didn't like that. Can't put it any higher than that. You are the youngest person ever. This is a great meme. It's gotten taken out of context. People now think it's funny on TikTok after a couple months, which is, or it's been a lot of months actually. It's been like 7 months, but this was like carrying, I think, June. It was funny. It was good. I'm gonna put it in the good tier. I know what this is. Shut your stinking mouth. um, this is just dumb. It's like, I don't even know, man. Shut your stinking mouth is just something people say to react to stuff that they don't like on the internet. That's stupid. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Get this in the bottom. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. This was horrible. It was just so forced. People try to make Nothing Beats a Jet 2 holiday funny, and there's nothing funny about it. It's like this British Airlines lady talking about like she's just promoting her British airline, and people used it as a meme sound and put like unknown memes in the background of it. But yeah, it was like a sound, and it was so dumb. Hated it. Mustard and mangoes. I think this is just talking about like sigmatism at like as a concept, and if that's the case, then this has got to go all the way at the top. Um, this is carrying over from 2024 when sigmatism was at its peak, and everyone realized how unknown sigmas were and how unknown the troll faces were, how unknown mangoes were. Um, yeah, if that's what this is representing, then I'm gonna put it this is my favorite meme of all time. You know, Sigmas and mangoes and uh troll faces and funk music. All that stuff is like gathered under one niche, and it's the funniest thing ever to me. So I'm gonna put it here. If that's what this is representing, then yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. POV, Sunsets Healed You. This was good. I liked this meme a lot. It had a very short run. It was just this guy um reacting to uh NBA 2K, or I think it's NBA 2K. Sunsets healing him. It's like a video game sunsets. He's reacting to it. Like you could just go outside and see a sunset, but that's why it's funny. This is good. I'll put it in the good tier right here. I know what that is. This wasn't a meme. It was a trend. And the only reason I know about it is because of Ninjago. It would be like it would have this Chinese or Asian, I think it was Japanese actually, song, and it had these like um animated cardboard cutout style animation of the characters going on a journey or whatever. And it like the edit would tell a story of whatever show it was representing. And they did one for Ninjago. That's how I know about it. But this was, it was just there, I guess. It was unfunny. I don't know this. I don't know that. Pretty little baby, I'm so in love with you. This is awful. It was a song that started trending on TikTok, and that's it. That's all it is. It's just a trending song on TikTok. It wasn't a meme. I know this. This is okay. Okay, wait. This is mustard. This is the mustard meme. Where's Kendrick? There he is. This goes in the Bitty Blood area. This is really funny. This is like poking fun at how unknown mustard was and making fun of Kendrick Lamar fans. This one right here is talking about the actual Super Bowl concert itself. If that's the case, this is gonna go in the that's just their category. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. Show me a Willie. This was fine. This is a Gordon Ramsay saying, "Show me your ball," and it was good. It was funny. It wasn't too funny though, actually. Now I think about it, I've never actually laughed at this, so I gotta put it in the unfunny tier. I don't know this, I don't know this. Um, this isn't funny. It wasn't a meme, but it was like a trend where people would generate AI videos of like ASMR cutting into glass fruits or like I don't know, autistic, really autistic stuff. It would be like cutting into texture stuff that people would think is uh relaxing, I guess. And it would be ASMR videos of AI. I hated it. Unfunny. I don't know what this is. I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. What kind of blank is this? This isn't funny, but it was so awesome that I'm gonna put it in the incredibly skewed tier. This was so there are these two AI voices, and they would talk about different kinds of stuff. The most common one was fruits. They'd be like, "What kind of fruit?" One the first one would be like, "What kind of fruit is this?" And there was a higher pitched voice who would be like, "This is a passion fruit." And then he would give a couple facts about it. He'd be like, "This is a very unknown fruit that people like to eat. Be careful when you eat it because it could be very dangerous." Um, and they would do all kinds of subjects like animals. I saw one about fax machines, toilet seats, drinking fountains, plants, all kinds of stuff. They would just cover topics and give little facts about them. And it was such a fun meme because the two voices sometimes like fought. They'd be like, "What the heck is wrong with you? I don't want to do this anymore." The two voices were like the characters in the meme. It was really funny. It's Efok. It's funny. I don't know what this is. Dame un gar! This is really stupid. There's this song, and in the song, someone said, Dame un gar. Un qué? Un grr. Un qué? Un qué? Un grr. That's what the song was. I mean, it was insanely stupid. And people made it into a meme because the song was so dumb. It was so bad. I didn't like it very much. I don't know this. Labubu's and that unknown chocolate stuff. This was like performative males being a meme, and this was funny. It was a good meme. I'll put it in good. You guys know what performative males were. Cupertino. This was incredibly stupid. People were like, people realized that Cupertino, the default city on the weather app, is always like the weather in Cupertino is always nice. So they'd be like, "Oh, bro's living in Cupertino." If it's a video of someone in a really nice place, something like that. That's what it was. It was really stupid. I hated it. This kid riding a boat. I don't remember this almost at all, but from what I remember, it was really stupid. I'll put it here. I can't explain it because I don't remember it very much. This was a funny reaction image. People would just put this in comment section to get a ton of likes because the image itself is funny. It's just a chopped, nerdy guy. I'll put it down here. I don't know this. 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 This was dumb. This was So you remember how I was talking about how the Minecraft movie in the trailer he would say a bunch of terms in a funny way and they would become memes? They tried to replicate that with the SpongeBob movie that's coming out, and it just did not hit the same way. Really stupid. So one of the terms was the underworld, and man, it was just dumb. You know, it was just so stupid. What else? We got. I don't know that. I don't know this. I don't know that. I don't know this. Oh, this guy. Um, this is the random CEO that got caught cheating with another woman at a Coldplay concert. And this was dumb. I mean, people just made fun of him for it, which they should have, but it was still stupid because, what's funny about a guy cheating? You know, it's just stupid. I'll put this in the bad tier. It wasn't horrible. Oh! Oh man! Okay, okay. This is my least favorite meme of the year. This is my least favorite meme ever. One of them, at least. This is always spammed in TikTok comment sections when people are unsure or like, oh, it's so dumb. So this show, it's called Dexter, really took off this year. I don't know if it was filmed this year or not, but it's a apparently a really good show. I'm never gonna watch it because of this scene. Um, but essentially, this guy, the black guy, is like a detective in it, right? And it'll be really hard for me to put into words why I hate this meme so much. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. I it's always spammed in TikTok comment sections. It's always spammed in them, and it's even made its way to Instagram comment sections. It's just a way of reacting to something that you would think is cringe, but there's so much better ways to do it, I think, and this is just stupid. The context of the original scene is this guy is trying to be a sleuth and um figure out what Dexter's up to. But I hate it. It's dumb, bad. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. Um, this girl, bro's got X-ray vision for grippers. It was funny. It was one funny meme, but like she tried to make more and they weren't as good. So and she eventually got like death threats and stuff. That was not good. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in the unfunny tier. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. Performative males. Okay. Performative males as a meme was good. Me and my friends dressed up as these guys to, you know, be stupid, and it worked. It was really stupid. um, but yeah, performative males as a trend was a thing for quite a bit. And yeah, you guys know it. There's no one watching this who doesn't know what a performative male is. Hello Neighbor, green screen crack. This was popular September, October. This was good. This was one of the last good memes from the year. Um, and just be the screen scream thing of the Hello Neighbor guy saying subscribe. Um, it was so dumb that it was funny. We'll put this in the good here. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. I got 41, but I got 41. Oh, and bada bam, bada bada bam, boom. This is an unknown guy who is making music. Same way as these guys. There's a lot of instances where just people, creators make horrible music and people call them out for it and make them a meme because it's so fat. This is another instance of that. This guy's good. I'll put him up here. Oh man, I hate this one. So the Superman movie came out this year, right? And with it came a bunch of Superman nerds on TikTok. They were just like, "Oh my gosh, being nerdy is super cool." And yeah, we knew that. We knew that being nerdy was cool, okay? You don't have to spread awareness about nerds. And that's exactly what the meme was trying to do. They were like trying to spread awareness about, "Oh, nerds are super cool people. They're super chill." And yeah, let's show me how nerdy you are. Um, yeah, at heart, I think everyone's a bit of nerd. So, um, I think this trend was absolutely pointless and stupid. I want to put it in the awful tier. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that 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 is. The Creed edit. So there was a very good edit of the movie Creed on TikTok that blew up this year. And people thought it was really funny because the edit was so glazed. Like in other comment sections, I even saw this on like my Ninjago edits that I get on my For You page on TikTok. People would just be like, uh, oh, the Creed, this is really good, but it's not as good as the Creed edit. Or like, the Creed edit's got nothing on this one. The Creed edit was like used as the baseline for like the ideal edit. That's what the meme was. I'll put this in the bad tier. It was not very good. I don't know this. These three. This is just representing like unknown memes in general from this year. I think, and this is gonna go up here because those three were all really good. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. Joybait. Oh, I hated Joybait. So rage bait as a term became popularized this year, and the concept of rage bait became popularized. Um, you guys know what rage baiting is. I don't have to explain it to you. Joy baiting is like the opposite of that, where you like just are nice to people, I guess. um, and I think it's stupid because you should be nice people by default. So I'm gonna put this in the straight trash O tier. I don't know this. Oh, the big leagues. This is another really trash one. I'm gonna put it in straight trash O tier. This came out pretty recently. It was like November ish, and it would just be like hey guys, the big leagues are calling you, and it would be on some like either really tough video. I've seen it in like Ninjago edits, comment sections. It would be like, oh, the big leagues are calling, bro. You gotta make more content like this. This is really good, and you'll become big and popular. Or it would be like some cringe thing, and it'd be like, oh, the big leagues are calling, man. You get on that. So yeah, it was really stupid. I didn't like that meme very much. Will Smith, I don't know what that is. These little AI uh, fruits, this was stupid. It would just be people feeding these AI fruits themselves. It'd be like feeding an apple slices, and he would eat it. That was the meme. It was stupid. Niche. The concept of things being niche is pretty good. I like this. This up here somewhere. Niche memes in general are better than well popular ones, I'd say, because fewer people know about them, so that means it's funnier by default, of course, right? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh, I hate this meme so much. Uh, this is worse than this one actually. This dumb monkey is always just posting in the comment sections. Um, I'm not gonna explain it to you guys why I hate it because I hate it too much. And if I start talking about that meme, I'll get really mad. So I just hate it. I don't know this. SCP-67. This is just using AI to make the 6'7" kid super, I don't know, fleshed out. It was fine. Good. Um, I don't know what this is. This is another TikTok reaction image, and for that reason, I've got to put it pretty low. I'll put it right here. This is dumb. This is dumb. Here's XCP-67, actually. This is just like a what if the 6'7" kid became this freaky monster thing? That's the meme. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. My mom ate fries. This was the. It was just a clip from a show of a mom eating fries, and that's what it was. Like that's the meme. We'll put this in the bad tier, high bad tier. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Ah, Demon Hunter's crack. Me and the divas drinking our matcha. This is amazing. I love this meme so much. Because it's so sick and stupid. It would just be it was making fun of people who thought this image was, good and funny. That's what it was. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Lil God. This guy blew up this year. He was popular last year, early last year for being having horrible music, and he blew up again this year for having horrible music. There's a lot of instances of that. He was another one of them. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. Oh, I hate this meme so much. This was a Michael Jordan reaction meme. I'm gonna put this one down here in the horrible, unforgivable pain. I just delete this one. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. I'll make a new one below. But yeah, like this thing just made me so mad whenever I saw it because it's stupid. Um, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. These memes were really good. This is also one of the last good memes. People realize there was a lot of instances this year, people just realizing how stupid some memes were. Um, and like some things were and making that into a meme. This is another instance of that. Be it like songs or in this case, edits of speed on YouTube Shorts. That's what that meme is. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know any of these. They're all stupid. I know this one. This is another reaction image on TikTok. This is pretty dumb. This is pretty stupid. This is pretty stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know that. I hate this one. This is TikTok reaction image. What is it? This is TikTok reaction image signifying an older concept being brought back to fruition or remembering something nostalgic. I don't know this. 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 I will sing the 6-7 song, and you will sing along. This is a Lil God made a 6-7 song, and it was pretty fat. I thought this one was really unknown. Actually, I'll put it up here with Kimmy Steve. I don't know this. I don't know this. Corn Dog Cat, my goat. Um, I'm putting this one in incredibly skew because it not just the image, it would be some AI animal pasted onto some either food or another animal or a plant, and then in the background it'd be just be this audio of some guy getting like tortured and screaming, but it wasn't actually that. It would just sound like it. It was actually a guy getting massaged, or getting like physical treatment, for injuries or whatever, and they would be like screaming, and that was the entire meme. It would just be the image here and then screaming in the background. It was so funny. I don't know this. This is another TikTok reaction image. Trash. I don't know this. 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 Chicken Star. This was really forced. Yeah, really forced meme. It was just a clip from some fat movie, and people took it out because they realized how stupid it was. What else? I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know that. Here's Pibble. Pibble was a pretty cool meme. It was just a really cute little dog. It wasn't funny or anything, but it was good. I liked it. Oh gosh, not this one. This one's horrible too. The stick and speed stuff. Um, Another TikTok reaction image meme. Uh, People would spam this in comment section when they think something is stupid or funny. I don't know this. 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 I don't know. Bird game. I vaguely heard about this. I don't even understand it. It's just unfunny. I don't know this. Kabilame mechanism. Um, this was funny. I like this one. I'll put this in the good tier. Very low good tier though. It would just be poking fun at this really stupid guy who blew up in like 2021, 2022. And what he did was he put his hands out like that, as shown in this picture, and he would just make this dumb face and be like, "Oh, you could have done this a simpler way." He would react to people doing things stupid ways and being like, "Oh, you could have done this a simpler way." But people in 2025 realized how stupid that was, and they made a meme out of him. I don't know this. I don't know this. There's a burger in Vegas. This is a good meme. Yeah, this one's good. It's just a clip from a podcast taken out of context, and then they just paste. It's like a YTP type editing style. They would just like paste. They just paste "It's a burger" or "There's a burger in Vegas" on any clip, and it'd be funny. So this is good. I'll put it below 6-7. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know. Oh, this is Group 7. I never understood the Group 7 stuff, and I never want to, but it was here, and I remember it existing. I'll just put it in the bad tier. I don't know this. I don't know this. What is this Daddy Blood doing on the calculator? Is Blood Einstein? This was a great meme. Um, to be fair, almost all these are AI generated, but that's 2025 for you. This is a kind of a Sigma thing because Diddy Blood goes along with Sigmas, so I'll put it up here with Diddy and Diddy Blood stuff. I don't know this. The Great Meme Reset. It hasn't actually happened yet, but the concept has been out in the works for a bit. But until it actually happens, I can't put it any higher than just bad. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. Oh man, the Charlie Kirk memes have got to go in unforgivable, horrible. I'm gonna put them right here. Anything Charlie Kirk, just poking fun of him. I'm not a rightist or anything. I'm not a conservative, but you know, I think it's horrible that people are making such fun of Charlie Kirk. Um, the guy died, and they're making chunky little, fat little reaction images of him for TikTok comment sections. I think it's stupid. But I don't know. That's just my take. I think they're really stupid. Every time I see them, I feel just bad. I just feel sad for the guy. You're in pain. I can tell. Oh, Dax blew up this year. He was unknown last year. People, found out how unknown he was last year, but he blew up again this year. Just because people realized how unknown he was. We'll put it here. If you even asked me last year, I would have said something different, but no, no. I don't know what this is. I don't. Oh, this fat dog. This dog just whined in an unknown way, and that was the entire meme. He was like, "Meow, meow, 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 meow." I'll put it in the just there tier. It wasn't funny. It wasn't bad. I don't know this. I don't know this. Son, I'm crying. This was pretty awful. Um, this is like a reaction image to stuff. Uh, People would react to something kind of stupid. They'd be like, "Son, I'm crying. This is not tough." I don't know what this is, but I saw it once or twice. Nar, not Gar, but I have Tar. This was like there's this girl who was talking with an Australian accent. She was like, "Don't Gar." And that was the entire thing. And then afterward, there would be like some brain rock crack. But yeah, that's all it was. Not quite my tempo. I don't know what this is talking about. I don't know this. I don't know this. Oh, this is the Tung Sahur crack, I think. Like this guy would be up to bat, and then Tung Sahur would come up to bat after him. If that's the case, I'll put it in the good tier. That was funny. This is fine. This is I don't know this. I don't know this. I hate the I guess bro um thing. It's stupid. It's just another reaction image for TikTok. I'll put it right here. This is another one of those reaction things for TikTok. This was a clip of some guy being found out at the end of a football game, and he looked really funny, so people made a meme out of him. I thought it was stupid. Beastland. Oh, this was a meme on Instagram. Um, it'd be like in Japan they say that they make they fix broken things with gold, and then me in Japan I'm full of gold because I'm broken. Hashtag broken and so sad. This was really funny. I'm gonna put it in the tepid to a wonderfully unknown extent. This is dumb. I don't know what this is. This is stupid. This is I don't know that. I don't know that. A lot of these are just TikTok reaction images, and any of those I'm just gonna put in the horrible tier. Wabi Sabi. This is also really stupid. I'm gonna put this in straight trash out. Um, yeah. Wabi Sabi, it was just a clip from a show taken out of context, and people used it to describe something that was really awful. Crying Baby, I think is the worst meme of the year. Not the Crying Baby, it's the AI baby. It was so stupid. Um, and people used it to react to stuff uh that they thought was either not tough or stupid or funny. They would use it for a lot of context. They just honestly, you just there's a point where you just put this in the comment section and you get the most likes out of the entire comment section. That's all it was. It was on TikTok, probably not on TikTok, but it's made its way over to Instagram, which is really sad to see, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just horrible. Sun, crying sun stuff. I'm gonna put this down here because it's awful. Runs by. This is another like 2023, 2024 meme that they brought back because it's been such an unoriginal year. Uh, Basically, they would have a video, and then in the middle of the video, the skeleton would run by with a green screen, and they in the comments people would say, "Oh, did you see that? Hey, did you guys see that?" That was the entire meme. It was good. I thought it was funny. This is dumb. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. Ay, mi gatito, meow, meow. Ay, mi gatito, meow, meow. There was a song that got popular because there's a, I don't know. I would never meow for anyone. It wasn't a meme. It was more of a trend. So I'm gonna put it in the unfunny tier because it was just a trend. If we're doing trends, then this would be higher. But it wasn't a meme. It was just a trend. I don't know this. Jinxie blew up this year. Uh, Jinxie got really popular. because of his Clash stuff, and his thing that he always said was, "This is why we clash." I didn't think it was funny, but my friends like it. But yeah, I think it's stupid. I don't know this. Yo, you gotta charge it. My phone did. This is stupid. I'll put it in the. I have no opinion on it because it's just there, you know. He would say, like, there'd be a clip of this guy coming up. He would say, "Oh, you gotta charge my phone," and then some brain rot would play afterward. It's funny. I don't know this. I don't know this. Oh boy, genuinely low key, genuine low key, genuinely. Um, People have just started saying these two words so much more than they like the normal, and been putting them in like every sentence, and that's really annoying. I'm gonna put it in the unforgivable pain tier. This is dumb. This is I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't know this. Stranger Things season 5 coming out as an actual thing is, same thing as the Minecraft movie. It it just came out, right? I'll put it right here. What?
Time.
I'm almost done. You want to help me finish this crack?
Okay, hurry up.
All right, we're gonna do
Dude,
what?
stench in here is wild.
Stench, really?
Yes.
Okay, I'll air it out. This chub, I'm gonna put him in. I gotta put him pretty high up.
I don't know enough about him. But
In the show, he's so fat. I'm gonna put him in this tier.
I saw a video of him chuckling. That's it. I mean, you're almost done. There's so many.
I'm not gonna rank all these. 2025 Wrapped as an actual meme. It's just there. It's not funny.
What?
What?
Why is it even up? It should be at the bottom. There's nothing to it
Yeah,
whatsoever.
that's why it's in like the mediocre. Because then
Just
you
put
don't.
unfunny.
Huh?
Oh, it is unfunny.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just there. I know what this is. I don't 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 know what this is.
89. 89.
Is that a thing?
Not really. Triple T?
I don't know any of this.
You missed Triple T.
I don't know what Triple T. Oh, Choo Choo Tung Sahur.
Yeah.
I already ranked him. I know what Triple T is.
Oh, I know. Go.
This thing, I've seen this around. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in the
It's kind of stupid.
just there tier. It wasn't funny, but it wasn't bad either.
Oh,
this
like a
crack.
phantom. No, that's gonna be higher.
I'm not putting it down there. I'm putting it right
No.
here because it's just AI. It's just garbage. AI fatness.
That's funny.
No, it's not. It's not like
Blacked
Epoch.
out like a phantom.
Oh, he made a statement so trash even his gang clowned him. This is pretty stupid. I'm gonna put this in straight trash out because this is like another TikTok comment thing.
Hold up, where's the speed one? I missed it.
There it is. Right here.
No, there's a different one. Oh, there it is.
Milkirk one?
That one. You seen that one?
No, what is that? Oh, it's time to rank this back. This is going in a good tier. This was fine. This, I don't know. This, I don't know. This. I don't know that. My friend have sent me this, but I don't understand what it means. What is it? Explain it to me.
I'll just show you the video.
No, what is it? Explain it.
I can't explain it.
Oh, okay.
I'll just show you the video.
I'll rank it after I see it, and then that'll be the last one. All right, guys, that is my tier list. So here are the worst memes of the year. I have Crying Baby as the worst one, and then Monkey.
Crying Baby is the
this
worst
guy.
one?
It's so bad, and then the Kirk stuff, and this guy, all this fat stuff, all the TikTok reaction stuff is horrible.
This one, I love that one. That was really good.
Hate it. It's so stupid. And then at the top we have Mangoes and Sigma stuff. We have Luke Belmar. We have Mimine, and we have Chop Chin. And then Chicken Jockey Chaos, W Speed. What kind of awesome is this? Corn Dog Cat. And I knew this was happening. So yeah, you guys can
Okay, here.
I'm gonna download this separately, but
I should turn that on.
that's all it is. He just says it out of fear.
That's all it is.
Pretty fat.
He's in like a horror thing, and he just says that.
It's
It's like one that tracks your voice, so if you say something, the thing will hear you. So that's all he's thinking does.
That's pretty wormy. I'll put it in the same tier as this girl. Grippa's girl. All right, guys, that was my tier list. I'm gonna download it to my computer. But yeah.
Oh, it's my turn, Pops. Well,
I don't know what any of these
wait,
are.
okay, you don't know. Hold up. You don't know this one though? That's the
No.
quarter zip one.
That's
Quarter zip,
quarter zip,
quarter zip
guys.
and matcha.
Okay, I already
Yeah.
did performative males. I feel like that I lobbed that in with all those things. I don't know what any of these are.
Let me see if I can know some of these.
You can make your own list. You should.
Hold up. I'm looking through them. I don't know a lot of these.
These are all stupid.
You don't know it's my turn, Pops?
No, I don't want to. Sounds fat.
You're gonna see it. I'm gonna show it.
No, please.
Oh, you don't know that you know that one.
No.
Yes, you
I know
do.
the guy.
That's the something smells like hot news. The hot news one.
Stupid.
You know that one though.
Those who tore off their cheeks. All right, guys, that's my